Hello, SRF Ninja here from soreelflix.com. Of course, I'm here to show you what I bought from the month of July. It's quite a bit. I said I wasn't going to buy much, but I did. Sorry. All right, let's get down to it. First up, I got for free. I'm using my DMR points. Winnie the Pooh. Not that long of a movie, so only like an hour maybe. I would say I didn't enjoy it a lot, but it was okay. Kids will enjoy it. Next up, I got for free The Lone Ranger. It's actually a decent flick. I actually recommend, if you haven't seen it, at least give it a rent, or it should be playing on TV soon. So give it a try. Well, since I got it for free, I'm not complaining. It's a decent flick. I enjoyed some of the parts. It gets a lot of bad reviews, but I would say it's towards the middle, I would say. Next up, another Disney flick. Got Mulan and Mulan 2. Of course, the first one's the best one. I enjoyed it a lot because it had that Asian feel to it. Got a lot of Asian stuff going on in it, and that's why I liked it. Not only because it looks good, the story's really good as well, so definitely check that out. Mulan 1 and 2. Next up, getting to my Scream Factory. Lake Placid. Gotta have this. Why? Not just because it's a cool movie, because of the artwork from Kung Fu Bob. Look at that guy. Hand painted. Guy does awesome artwork. Definitely want to give that a shot. Also, a cool movie. Has Betty White in it. Next up, another Scream Factory film, Ginger Snaps, a movie I haven't never seen. It's actually a good movie. I enjoyed it. If you like werewolves and stuff like that, this is the film for you. It's a fun movie. Definitely gotta check that one out. Okay, next up, it's a movie I had on my favorite list for a long time on Amazon. Finally got it because it was $5. Sand Pebbles. This is actually a really good movie. It has tons of people in it. It has Steve McQueen in it. That's the reason why I got it. No, I really enjoyed it. It's a really good film. I would have to give it a 4 out of 5 if anything. It's actually a little long though, so it took me a good portion of 3 hours to watch it. It's a long time. I split it up. I split it in half. Watched half and then half later on during the day. But overall, fun film, good movie. If you like classics, belongs in your collection. Next up, had to have $4 for Blu-ray. It includes 2 Blu-rays, Holy Man and Gone Fishing. This is the reason why I got it, because I love Gone Fishing with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. Holy Man's a decent film, but Gone Fishing's the stuff right there. I grew up on that. It's a fun film. If you can find it for $4 at Walmart, pick it up. 2 movies for $4. It was like $3.50 actually, but plus tax. Next up, got for $4.99, Rounders. Actually, it was $4.50 at Walmart. Had to pick it up. Very good film. Got tons of people in it. Look at that cast. Boom. Gotta have this movie. If you've never seen it, pick it up. It's a good movie. It's about card games, cards and gambling. Check it out. Another film I had to pick up, I actually got for free. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I enjoyed this movie. A lot of people, give it in the medium to probably lower star rating. I would give it to medium, maybe a little high star rating, because I enjoyed it. It has a good cast. And I grew up on this film. It's a fun film. A little long, but good. Next up is a fun film, a good film. It's a remake, 310 to Yuma. Very good film. I definitely recommend it. Got Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. It's a good film. Of course, these guys give it a 4 out of 4. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Good film. Check it out if you haven't. A film I had to pick up. It was an upgrade. Hard to Kill. One of my favorites. Steven Seagal films when he goes into a coma for like 10 years or something like that, and wakes up and he takes his revenge. I love the story of this. It's fun. And the action is good too. You gotta check it out. For me, I grew up on this film, so it's a good film. Enjoyed it. Next up, I got for $2. Someone was selling it, so I had to pick it up. It was an upgrade. It was Troy, the director's cut. Man, this film is long, because the director's cut is 196 minutes. Very long. But I watched it all, and I enjoyed it all. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Why haven't you seen it yet? I think everybody's seen this, right? I don't know. Next up, it's a film I had to have, Red Heat. Why? Because I'm a collector. I like Schwarzenegger films. I got a bunch of them, so I might as well just have them all. Red Heat, good film. I enjoyed it. It's got John Belushi in this. Come on, Schwarzenegger and John Belushi. Look at it. It's a fun film, good film. Schwarzenegger's coming over from Russia to capture this bad guy that came over who's going to try to sell drugs and whatnot. Good film. Check it out. I mean, it's an older film. Why haven't you checked it out yet? Sure, everybody's seen it, right? Okay, next up I had to have, it was free. Invincible, Walt Disney film. Some people don't like it. I highly enjoyed it. It's a very good film. It's inspired by a true story. Come on. Mark Wahlberg. Maybe if you're not a Mark Wahlberg fan, you'll hate it. I enjoyed it. I'm a big Mark Wahlberg fan, and I love this film. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5, because I can. Next up, some free movies again. I'm going to show you 2 of both, because they belong in the same category. The Sixth Sense. Man, gotta have this film. Awesome. This is like a 4.5 out of 5. Signs, another Mel Gibson. Really good film. When I first saw this, it really creeped me out, especially when the alien's hand come underneath the door. Very creepy. Very good cast in both of these films. Both films, highly enjoyable. Definitely have to have in your collection. And they're both M. Night Shyamalan. Is that? I don't know. Anyways, he's only made a couple good films, his earlier stuff. Definitely gotta check those out. Some more free movies that came with that bundle, thanks to the Disney Movie Club. I'll show it to you both. Armageddon and Con Air. Come on. Both are highly enjoyable films. Some people might not like Armageddon that much, but I enjoyed it a lot. Got a little heartwarming plot there, and start shedding a little bit of tears towards the end, because that's the way I am. And Con Air is just a straight up badass movie. One of Nick Cage's best. It's got John Malkovich. Come on, he's playing like one of the best bad guys. He's crazy in this. Definitely check these two out. I don't know why you haven't yet. If you haven't, it's a good film. Okay, next up, I'm just going to show you all of them. These are from We'll Go USA, and I did reviews for all of them. Swelter, boom. What is that? This is it's a Van Damme film. Not really a Van Damme film. He's in it for a little bit. It's actually a decent film. I give it I think a 2.5 out of 5. It's mediocre for me. It's got good action in it. It's like a western sort of, and I would definitely give it a check. Lenny James is the main guy. He does an awesome job. I enjoyed it a lot. You can check out my review right here. Okay, next up, I'll Follow You Down. Again, it's a good film. I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. Maybe 3.5 out of 5. But it's a good film. Some people might not like it, but look who this guy is. Remember that movie I just showed you, The Sixth Sense? Yeah, that's that little kid right there. He's all grown up. This is the genre bending film. It bends sci-fi and drama, mystery, all that stuff. And I enjoyed it. I would definitely give it a rent. And check out my review right here. Okay, next up, Dragon Wolf. A decent film. I think I gave it a mediocre review, 2.5 out of 5. It's got some cool action in it, but the story's it's a little weird for me. It's got some weird backflashes and stuff. I got a little confused. And you can just check out my review right here and see what I think. Again, it's a mediocre film, 2.5 out of 5. It's still worth the rent. Definitely give it a check. And definitely give all three of them a check. Especially this one, I'll Follow You Down. Next up, actually this film right here I think is the film of the year. Possibly the best action film in a long time. Raid 2, my god. I would have to give this a 5 out of 5 just because of the action. I think we got spoiled with this one, so every action movie after this is not going to compare to this. Every other action movie is going to be like, man, it's nothing near Raid 2. But you just gotta get over that. Man, the knife scenes, just like in the first one, they're just completely crazy, realistic. Everything's just realistic. You definitely gotta have this. Raid 2, if you haven't seen it, shame on you. Pick up Raid 1 if you haven't yet. Both of them belong in your collection. If you're an action fan, if you like martial arts, and you haven't seen Raid 1 or 2, something's wrong with you. Pick them up. Next up is something I had to have. I got for $4 at Best Buy when it went on sale. Transporter 1 and 2. 2 Blu-rays for $4. Can't beat it. And I enjoyed both of them. Statham's a badass. I enjoyed Transporter 1 the best. Like most movies, right? Anyways, I recommend it if you can find it at a cheap price. Definitely pick it up. Definitely belong. It's cool action. Good action, good car driving, and Statham's kicking ass. And next up, something that I had to have, Kindergarten Cop on Blu-ray. Gotta have this, come on. Childhood film right here. Awesome film. Schwarzenegger film. Of course, I gotta have a Schwarzenegger film. I have to have it in my collection, but this is one of the really good ones. Definitely check this out. I don't think no one's not have seen this shit, right? Pick it up on Blu-ray. It's out. Get it. Good. Next up, it's a mediocre film. Protector 2, Tony Jaa, my girl G. Gigannon. Them two together in a movie is great, but the movie itself was mediocre. It's a little bit more than mediocre. I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's a good film. It's definitely a step up for Tony Jaa, and the action in it is great, but since I came from Raid 2, man, I wish I didn't see Raid 2 yet. Watch this before Raid 2. You'd probably like it even more. But it's a good film. The story's, it's mediocre. Not all that great, but the action is awesome. It's got some CGI stuff going on because he's flying in the air and crap, and it's okay. It is what it is. Also, it has the Riz in it, and he's just okay. But this guy right here on the back, this black dude, man, he's awesome at fighting. I'd like to see more of him. He's good. Not sure of his name. Didn't look it up. But pick it up. Tony Jaa fan, I don't think it would disappoint that much. Okay, next up, The Towering Inferno is a movie I had on my wish list for a long time. I waited for it. It came down to a good price for $5. It got Steve McQueen and Paul Newman in it. Both of those guys in the movie, awesome. All right, it's an awesome film. Definitely, if you like classic films, belongs in your collection. This film right here, it's about Paul Newman, who designs a building, this big, huge tower. And of course, one of the guys, his boss's son, does something bad. He degrades the wiring in the building when they were constructing it, and it was faulty wiring. He didn't put the high grade stuff that Paul Newman asked for. So as you can see, what happens? Stuff goes ablaze, and Steve McQueen's the fireman. Definitely a good film. Definitely got to check it out. It's a little long, so also has O.J. Simpson in it. Can you believe that? He actually does a good job in this. Actually belongs in your collection if you like classic films. Definitely pick it up. All right, guys, we're getting to my Criterion pickups, and it's a lot. I got a lot of Criterions thanks to the sale at Barnes & Noble. Get down to it. It's a film I had to have. Eric Harry's the guy, it's about committing suicide the honorable way. It's an upgrade for me. It's a little over 2 hours. It's a good film and it looks good on Blu-ray. Of course, it's in black and white. If you're a Japanese film fan, it definitely belongs in your collection. Gotta have it. Okay, next up is a film I've been waiting for a very long time. I haven't seen it. It's the first time. Basically about Blind Buy. But I did see 2 and 3 of this film before I seen this one. Scanners. Look at that artwork. Man, that artwork is awesome. Gotta have it just because of the artwork. And the film itself is awesome. Great film. And it looks really good on Blu-ray. Criterion did a good job on this. Definitely recommend it. Just look at that artwork, man. Awesome. Gotta have it in your collection. If you're a Criterion film collector, it belongs in your collection. Next up is a film I definitely had to have. It's an upgrade to Blu-ray. It's an Akira Kurosawa film, and I highly enjoyed it. It's got great battle scenes. It's got huge battle scenes. And guess who helped with this movie? George Lucas and Francis Ford. Come on now. Those 3 directors are helping and directing this film. Awesome. Gotta check out the special features on this too. Shows George Lucas and Francis Ford Coppola talking about Akira Kurosawa. And it comes with this cool little book. Comes with Kurosawa's sketches there that he did on set on his downtime so you can figure out the movie. And it's filled with them. They're great. Gotta check this out. Belongs in your collection. And definitely check out the extras on this. Awesome view. Okay, Ace in the Hole. Billy Wilder's Ace in the Hole. Boom. This is a good movie. Definitely got to check it out. And it's a pretty big box set here compared to normal. And you got to give it a check. You got to check it out. It's got Kirk Douglas in it. Fun film. Okay, next up. It's a really good film. The Freshman. Awesome film. Had to have it. It's black, white, silent. But Harold Lloyd, one of the best. Very fun film. And the extras are really good too. I'll watch the extras on it. It's fun. Next up. Red River. John Wayne film. Huge box set. Why? Because it comes with a freaking book, man. I mean a novel. Pretty crazy. I didn't read it. I just watched the movie. Just the way I am. Anyways, awesome movie. It's a little long. 127 minutes, but definitely got to have it in your collection. Looks great. On Blu-ray. Black and white, though. But it's a John Wayne film. You gotta have it if you're a John Wayne collector. Belongs in your collection. Next up, The Ballad of Narayama. It's a story about old people. See, this right here is pretty much the ending. I'm gonna just give it away. It goes through a story about old people and how the young kids don't like them. I guess something like that. Anyways, at the end, it's a tradition that they take the older people away to this mountain right here where they go to die. You know, just like some of those stories where they push them in the boat and they drift off, just like in Lord of the Rings there at the end. Anyways, it's a good film. It's a decent film, I would say. It's not really good. I would give it a 3 out of 5. Okay, next up is a film I definitely had to have in my collection. It's an upgrade to Hidden Fortress. Gotta have it. It's another Akira Kurosawa film. Definitely a really good film. This chick's badass. She's the princess. Definitely got to have all those films. All the Asian ones I just showed you. Okay, next up, The Ice Storm. Boom. It's got a big cast in it. And it's a decent film. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Definitely worth checking out. I would definitely pick this up if you're a Criterion film collector. Pick it up. Good film. Good story. Okay, next up, the last Criterion film, Kronos. It's a movie I didn't even know about. It's in Spanish. It's only an hour and a half. But guess who directs it? Guillermo del Toro. Come on. Awesome film. Great on Blu-ray. It looks really good. And the details in this film are awesome. Great. Pretty much about vampires, but it's not really about vampires. They don't go around sucking blood. Just a little thing right here that turns people into vampires. They stick it on their hand or their chest, and it grabs onto them. Turns them into some sort of vampire thing. But it's a good story. Definitely check it out. Alright, that's it for Criterion films. Get down to the steelbooks. Got Pinocchio on steelbook here. It's an import from savvy.com, and it's unopened. Definitely looks really good, as you can see. Embos and debos, and just like the rest. I'm a collector. I think this is the last one I'm getting, though. No more classic Disney films from them. Okay, next up, Noah on steelbook. It looks good. The film itself is a good film. You may not like it if you're heavy into religion, but if you are going to it, not worrying about religion at all. It's got a portion of religion stuff in there. It's got part of the story that you may think, but it's got like this weird sort of thing, like with these rock stone people. They're like Transformers in a way, if you can say. But anyways, I enjoyed the film. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Maybe a 3.5 out of 5. But overall, it looks really good on Blu-ray. It's got big effects. Definitely worth checking. You gotta at least rent it. Okay, my last purchase. The Herzog, The Collection. Huge box set here. It's really cool. Boom. Got some pages there that it gets right into the films. Got 16 films and documentaries overall. I've seen about maybe 3/4 of it, and I highly enjoyed them all. Very weird. I've never seen any of his films before. This one right here, the first one, it's pretty crazy. And if you read up on each one of these films, you'll see what he's getting at. You'll see what why he's doing the stuff that he's doing in these films. They all have a meaning to it. Like this one right here, based on a true story. He's trying to tell a story of this prison riot thing, but he's using dwarves instead of normal people. I think for some reason, I'm not sure. You gotta read it up on it. All the films are great. I've seen most of them so far. But so far, I'd have to say Wozniak is probably my favorite. It's just really crazy. It's about a guy who's going crazy in it. This is the one I'm really looking forward to right here. I haven't seen it yet. Nosferatu the Vampire. And this one right here, Cobra Verde, is another really good film. I enjoyed it a lot. That'll probably be my second favorite so far. Of course, the documentaries are great as well. I would say Lessons of Darkness is a documentary you gotta check out. Definitely gotta check out Lessons of Darkness. It's really good. It's got some cool views in it, man. But overall, great film. It's a little pricey, but well worth it. It's 16 films and documentaries altogether. If you're a hardcore collector, definitely check it out. If you like art sort of films, like, Criterion films and stuff like that, give it a check. A lot of films are in German. Some of it is in English. Some of it's dubbed in English, which I didn't notice because I just pushed play and just watched whatever was on it. But definitely worth it. Definitely worth the money, I think. And it all looks good on Blu-ray. Gotta have it. That is it. Alright, guys. Thanks for reviewing. Again, check below. You're going to have all my reviews, a bunch of cool links. Check out soreelflix.com. Go to the website. Check out all the reviews. I should be having a giveaway in a month or two. You want to check that out. And again, thanks for reviewing. I'll come back again next month when I show you everything I bought in August? So far I haven't only bought one film. So I did 5 days, but hey, I probably won't buy much. I'll just wait until all my pre-orders come in. That's basically it. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. SRF Ninja out.